Hello, I'm Ship Pete, and it's time for another DAYZ Doodle Rant. This one's going to be about craftable items that I want to be in the DAYZ standalone. A lot of you suggested ideas, but they were along the lines of Molotovs and pipe bombs and explosives, and I think they're probably going to be in the standalone in some capacity anyway. I'm thinking more along the lines of unique, weird ideas that will change gameplay in some way, or be beneficial gameplay. So here are some of mine. So my first idea comes from the film Battle Royale. I'm sure you've all seen it, but it's a group of kids on an island that they all get given unique items, and they have to kill each other. And one girl gets given a megaphone, and she uses it to sort of say, "Hey, everyone, come here, we can figure this out together." And then some psycho finds them, obviously easily, and kills them. I think that sort of mentality is perfect for DAYZ. You know, you can use it to shout to people, say hi. I find myself in loads of situations where I see someone running, and I just lose sight of them, maybe in a town, maybe in some woods, and if I'd just been able to shout over a larger distance, maybe this person would have heard me. But, you know, and maybe there's a risk reward, like this is just like shooting a gun, so it brings zombies from all around, but it's used as communication. And maybe you can use it with a walkie-talkie to sort of manipulate people, strap it to a walkie-talkie, leave it in a tree line, and people think that you're over there, and then you're sniping from another tree line to people's that are running out in the open. Maybe you can even attach it to a car so you can drive around as this sort of friendly vehicle, you know, asking people to come up north or asking people to meet you in a certain place, and you'll give them a ride up north. You know, I foresee that it's perfect for the DayZ mentality, that you can either use it to help people, easier contact with people, or you can use it to be mean as hell. In Battle Royale, he kills the girl who has it, and then holds the megaphone to her mouth so everybody can hear her screaming and dying. Don't tell me that that's not the perfect mentality of a DayZ bandit. Keeping along the same lines of communication and distraction, I've also thought of the idea that maybe there's a frequency on your walkie-talkie that you can tune to that produces a lot of feedback, and then you can use your walkie-talkie as a Left 4 Dead pipe bomb and sort of throw it and it distracts zombies, or leave it in an area and it brings zombies to it. You know, just something that maybe there's even broken walkie-talkies on the map and this is their only function until you get them repaired. I really like the idea that zombies are sort of these dormant creatures plodding around a town until they eventually see you, and that sound can be used to manipulate their locations. Like maybe you have a friend who's sat on top of a building shouting through direct chat, and it pulls all the zombies closer to him, so you're then allowed to run in the hospital, grab some supplies and run out. Maybe it only works for a certain time, but it's this whole, once again, risk reward, and forces players to communicate and use the actual indirect chat, which can only be beneficial because all of my fun encounters in DayZ have been through communication. So initially, base building won't be in the DayZ standalone, but I've thought up a simplified, smaller alternative, which is that across Chernarus there are these safes and safety deposit boxes. They're all empty because people have cleared out their homes. They've only left like stuff that we'll want to loot as standard DayZ players. But these safety deposit boxes are open and they've got the key in them. So they then become this valuable item to the players. You can then go up to them, you lock them yourself. Maybe you can set a key code, maybe you can set a combination lock. I think it'll work better with keys, because then keys are something that you can steal from players and they'll get circulated around the map between looting with other players and stuff like that. So anyway, once you've then got this safe, it then becomes this improvised sort of base for you and your friends. You'll then go off, loot, you'll all bring stuff back, one of you will open it up. Maybe you can even find a location on the map that you can cut another key for your friend, which adds to the whole crafting thing again. That's why I'm bringing it up now. You have to craft other keys for your friends. So then it'll just force this hesitancy as well between you and other players, like, oh, should I shoot this guy because he might have valuable information where this safe is if he's got a key on him. And maybe if I just stalked him for a while, he seems to be moving with purpose. Maybe he's moving to a place that you've never seen anyone go before, so you follow him. There's a log cabin in the middle of nowhere. He goes in, you follow him in, there's a safe, kill him, you take the key off him, you open the safe becomes yours. You know, that's type fun gameplay. Maybe you even find this guy, he's got a key on him, and instantly you want to interrogate him and try and get the information of where the safe is. Maybe the guy would rather die than give you the information, but then by then you've got the key, which is the valuable item that you need to get into the safe. Just anything that forces that sort of interrogation, taking hostages, stalking people can only be beneficial to the gameplay that we all love in DayZ. After watching the recent dev blog and seeing how handcuffs work, I've been really excited about thinking about how I can use them in games, or how fun it's going to be taken prisoner. And I got thinking about Fallout New Vegas, weirdly, and how there are items that you can hide on your body, be it knives or switchblades, you know, stuff that you can sneak past guards and then use at a later date. I was thinking how good an idea that would be for DayZ. So this person person's taken you captive, they think you're totally defenseless, and then you've hidden a handcuff key on you. You manage to whip it out, unlock the handcuffs, and make good your escape because they think you're trapped for the next 5 minutes while you try and struggle out of the handcuffs. Or maybe if zip ties are in it instead of handcuffs, then you can hide a switchblade on you or a knife and then use it to cut them and escape. And not only that, but it'll be a little hidden item that you can then use to attack your would-be captor. Don't know how you would hide these items on your body. Maybe it's something you craft, like a little hidden satchel or a little hidden compartment. Oh. No, I'm not suggesting you can stick handcuff keys up your arse. Although Rocket is going for realism, so maybe. So I don't know about you, but as soon as I found out on DAYZ that I place a map marker, it made GPS virtually redundant. I've been trying to think of ways to make the GPS more integral to gameplay, and I've thought of the idea that maybe you can craft little tracking devices and then tune them to your GPS's frequency that allows you to track things across the map. For instance, the amount of times that I've been hiding in a bush and a car's driven past. Imagine if you're hiding in the bush with a crossbow with a tracking dart on the end of it, and you're able to shoot a dart into the car as it drives past. And then you obviously whip out your GPS and you can see that car drives up north, stops in the woods for a bit. Maybe you make a map marker there. Just once again, anything that encourages that whole hunt and be hunted mentality, the fun excitement of stalking someone and them not knowing that you're on the way to their base that you've now found the location of. So not only would this add more value to crossbows, which could then become this multi-purpose weapon, maybe you can have tranquilizer darts for non-lethal killing, maybe you can have zombie infection dart so you can shoot it into players and then blackmail them with that you have the cure and that they need to be your slave until you can eventually cure them. Or maybe you don't have a cure and it's just something you're doing to be cruel to get a few hours of servitude out of someone. But maybe this is the answer to friendly fire that we've been looking for. Maybe the tracking devices that you can craft, you can give them to your friends and they keep them in their backpack slot, and then you can forever look at your GPS and know where your friends are and know where they're situated. And although it wouldn't be this overpowered system and it wouldn't detract from the reality of the situation, it would add more value to the GPS that you could then look down at and know where your friends are and never be in a situation where you accidentally shoot this guy coming over the hill because he's got one of your devices on him, so you know you've definitely met him before. Maybe this is a situation that can be manipulated, so say you kill someone and take off one of these tracking devices, you're then able to hack it and reverse the frequency so you can find out where the person with the GPS is. Or maybe you just keep the tracking device on you so that this person thinks that you're a friend that he's met before, you get in close and then you shoot him. All of that to me sounds like super fun gameplay that I'd love to be part of. Right, so there's my little ideas. I hope you enjoyed them. Let's hope they don't come under as much scrutiny as my other ideas do in my other Doodle Rants, where I clearly
break DAYZ at its core by not understanding what the game's about.
So yeah, like and sub as you see fit. I want to hear all of your guys' crafting ideas. Every single one of you has a crafting idea that you want added to the game. I don't care how small, how big, chuck it in. Maybe even send me a comment on what you want me to do in a DAYZ rant. Maybe about vehicles, maybe about base building, maybe about things I want added to the map. It's up to you guys. So like if you like, sub if you love, and fuck off if you don't. No, kidding. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the views. Love you long time. Bye.